By the end of 2026, we want to welcome 36,000 new consultants into Scentsy.
That's psychotic.
This incentive isn't just for the top performers or the biggest teams. It's called the 90-day 10-4 challenge.
Add 10 more new personally sponsored consultants.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. We've got a little issue here. First of all, I look like a troll because I just woke up on the road on the way back home from our cross-country road trip.
Family road trip!
And while I was editing this video, at the point where it was almost completely done and ready to be put up, I lost all of the video footage.
Oh my God, no.
I was gonna scrap all 4 videos that were on that card since I'm on the road and can't re-record.
What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do?
I decided that we're just gonna go with it and we're putting this video out. This is the Scentsy World Tour Part 2 with Part 3 to come apparently. I just found that out. There's another world tour happening soon.
It's called desperation.
Anyway, it's really bizarre that they're doing it this way, and to re-record it just didn't feel like it would have been authentic anyway. So we're running with it. I did what I could do. I'm sorry this video is late.
Please forgive me.
It's been a hectic couple of weeks, but at the point that you're watching this, I'm probably back home and we are going to be back on schedule this week. Apologies again. Enjoy what's left of this video and I will see y'all soon. We have something we already addressed this year, but we're addressing it again because Scentsy decided that they're going to have a second world tour, which as of this year is virtual and free for all to attend. Now, I did get my hands on the full recording of the whole virtual world tour that I believe happened the first week of May at the time that I'm filming this. It is May 19th, so I'm a little late to the party. My apologies. They did, of course, touch on products that are going to be coming out this next catalog season and over the next year. As most of you know, if you've been here a while, I usually end up cutting out all of the product talk because that is not the problem I have with Scentsy. The problem I have with Scentsy is the business model of recruiting. So in an effort to keep this video short enough to actually watch, I am not going to be reacting to the product segments within the video. This is a publicly posted video. If you search on YouTube, you can find it. So if you're dying to see the products that are coming out, you can go there. We're just going to be touching on the parts about the incentive and recruiting and where Dan, Heidi, and Orville gave us a big ol' family-sized word salad.
It's delicious.
It was bland.
Let's get the f into it.
In the January World Tour, Heidi, Orville, and I have made a commitment to stay more connected with all of you, to keep you in the know and spend more time together. That's what brought us here today for our second World Tour of the year. We want to share in what's happening at Scentsy.
All right, he mentioned again that this is the second world tour of 2026. So I want to give you a quick little background so you have some context as to what's going on here if you're not familiar with Scentsy World Tour. If you know what World Tour is, I will go ahead and put that chapter and timestamp on the screen for you so you know where to skip ahead and continue on with our journey of World Tour number 2 of 2026. If you're still here, World Tour is what Scentsy used to call Spring Sprint, and it was in person. It was a paid event that was in person, and they traveled to different cities doing trainings. Heidi and Orville would pop up at specific ones, but not all of them, and it would be a surprise. I know this because I was at one in Denver, Colorado, where they popped up, and that is where I met them when I was a Scentsy consultant. And essentially, it is a mini MLM convention for Scentsy participants and people who might be interested in being a Scentsy participant. This year, they had originally planned on going on the road and doing an actual quote-unquote world tour and going to different cities. But after tickets were sold and people were planning on going, they decided that they were canceling all tour dates and making it 100% virtual and online for one day. That's where it started earlier this year.
Now they've decided to throw a second world tour, probably because they're trying to recruit 36,000 brand new Scentsy consultants this year.
That's psychotic.
Yeah, you heard that right. 36,000 new consultants, which they will address in this world tour. So all of that to say, this is what used to be a mini convention that traveled from city to city, and now we are witnessing it as a virtual online event for anybody and everybody to attend.
In the excitement of what's ahead, think of yourself as a Scentsy insider.
Yeah, no thanks.
Let's just take a second to appreciate what's happening right now.
We were absolutely more of a Scentsy insider when they did this from city to city because it was very exclusive to each city. Each city had different superstar directors that were training and different speakers. It was way different. This is, I don't even know how they're still calling it World Tour. It's totally different. Also, can we address how he looks like he might be James Charles's dad?
We have over 8,600 consultants with us today.
8,600. They have 8,600 consultants on this call, and they want 36,000 more to sign on just this year.
That's insane.
This is the downfall of Scentsy. I don't know how they're going to get 36,000 brand new consultants to sign on to Scentsy after everything that's happened when they only have 8,000 for a free event.
On a Saturday from all over the world. Every country is accounted for. The US, Canada, Mexico, the UK, Ireland, Germany, Austria, Belgium, the Netherlands, France, Spain, Luxembourg, I'm almost there, I promise, Australia, and New Zealand. That's amazing. That says something about who you are and what you believe in. Of those registered today, we have every title represented. Our largest group is our certified consultants with 3,565 of you here. You are all what makes Scentsy great. You show up, you are engaged, and you are excited for what's to come.
They've been brainwashed.
Allegedly.
You are Scentsy culture. You are the present and the future of our community, and we are proud of who you are and what you are becoming.
This is weird to me, okay? This is a fragrance company, right? We didn't have this series of meetings ever when I worked at a hospital in the emergency room as a unit secretary. There were never meetings like this. Even when I worked in a family practice office, taking care of people's health, there was never a meeting that seemed this fucking serious in a medical setting where we're caring for other people's health. I'm just saying this tone feels very extreme for a multi-level marketing fragrance company. It gives cult vibes to me, in my opinion, right off the bat.
We are especially grateful to our Scentsy leaders leading out by example. And for those who are not leaders yet, you are Scentsy's future leaders, and we see you.
I can't unsee James Charles's hair. I really can't.
Trust us when we say every leader in this company was once exactly where you are today, with the same hopes, maybe some of the same nerves, and the same excitement to build something real.
What is it that they're building? This company is not theirs. So what are they building?
Today, you will hear from some leaders who will share their best practices, tips, and advice to help you achieve your goals for your business. Here's something worth celebrating. Scentsy was just recognized on the Direct Selling Global 100 list, ranked number 21 in the world in product direct selling companies. 21.
We still have 100 to get rid of? Are you kidding me? Were there 100 on this list?
Wait till you hear this.
There's not 100.
No.
Wait.
What?
No.
There's not even 100. There's not even 100 on the list. There's 43. That's hilarious. Let's take a look at who beat out Scentsy to be on this list of 100 with only 43, but okay. Amway's number 1. Herbalife is number 2. We have New Skin at number 8. Usana at number 9. Pharmacy is number 11. LifeWave. Both of these companies, Pharmacy and LifeWave, currently have independent representatives being sued by the FTC, and they beat out Scentsy on the list of 43. Also, Optavia beat out Scentsy.
Yikes.
Congratulations. That's a reflection of our culture, our products, and honestly, it's a reflection of you. We are continuously improving, adapting, and building towards something bigger. That's been the story of Scentsy from the very beginning. We know that to grow, we have to embrace change. Change leads to transformation. Not change for the sake of it, change with a purpose. Here is a case in point. Last year, we made some bold moves.
Is that what we're calling it now?
A new logo, new branding, new packaging, and an expanded vision for what Scentsy can be in someone's home. The home decor lines are resonating. Customers and followers love it. The transformation wasn't just aesthetic. It was a signal that Scentsy is evolving with intention, building something worth talking about, worth sharing, and that's exactly where this leads.
It's scary to me how serious they're trying to make Scentsy as a business seem. It's a fragrance company. You sell wax and warmers and cleaning supplies that have fragrance. It is not this serious. I can't wrap my head around it, to be honest with you. These people live, breathe, and die by everything Scentsy, and they don't see it. Like, you sell candles, essentially. There's more to life.
Our shared focus right now, the thing that ties everything together, is bringing more people into what we're building, sharing Scentsy with others. And this year we have a big goal. By the end of 2026, we want to welcome 36,000 new consultants into Scentsy.
I'm gonna be honest, when I reacted to Heidi and Orville saying that same thing the first time, I thought maybe he misspoke. Maybe he meant 3,600, because surely he knows that 36,000 new Scentsy consultants is insane. There's no way they're gonna get 36,000 new consultants by the end of 2026. If currently, the beginning of May 2026, they're only having 8,600 consultants show up on a free live training event.
Not a good sign.
They're setting these consultants up for failure. And I believe they're doing it on purpose. This is my opinion. I just want to make that very clear. This is not fact. This is just what I think is going to happen. I think that they're setting that number so high so that if and when they don't hit it by the end of the year, they can say, well, we tried. We needed 36,000 new consultants and we didn't get that. So there's no more team building. And we are now just affiliate model. That is what I think is going to lead them into being affiliate. We will see. I also said that I thought they would have been affiliate by now. Also, as of today, at the time that I'm filming this at 11:41 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, Tuesday, May 19th, there is still no income disclosure statement for 2025. I want to say that Scentsy usually is good about their income disclosure statements, and they've usually had them out by April from what I can remember. So this is sketchy to me.
36,000 people whose lives could be changed by this community and whose presence changes it right back. Think about what that means for you and your team, for our culture, for the people already in your life who just haven't been invited in yet, as customers, as hosts, or as teammates.
At least you didn't say teamies, because I'm getting grossed out more and more by that word.
There are people in your world, maybe your friends, family, acquaintances, who would thrive with Scentsy.
No, leave your friends and acquaintances alone. Nobody needs to join Scentsy. It is to better everybody at the top and not for the actual person who is joining right now when Scentsy is fighting for its life.
Flailing around in a big pile of horse crap.
They may be looking for flexibility, for extra spending money, for a community that has their back, for beautiful products that make their home smell and look great. They just haven't been invited yet. Your job, well, all of our jobs together, is to extend that invitation to share Scentsy. To help us get there, we're launching a brand new incentive.
Oh, wait. If you haven't seen this incentive yet, again, they are setting these consultants up for failure.
This incentive won't be easy, though. In fact, it's designed to stretch you. We want to open your eyes to what's possible, challenge you to go after something bigger than you thought you could, and reward everyone who earns it accordingly. It's designed to reward consultants who are actively growing their teams, You'll hear all about it later in today's broadcast, so stick around. We also have Scentsy Home Office team members in the chat today, so don't be shy. Share in the excitement with your reactions. Ask any questions that you may have. We'll do our best to get to each of them. Today's event is packed. New products, real inspiration, and a message from two people who lead this company with everything they've got. Please welcome to the Scentsy World Tour stage, Heidi and Orville Thompson.
What is this music?
It's 107.
Is it a recording or is this live?
Holy shit, that was horrific. I thought an ad came on and then I was like, how is it an ad? This is a downloaded video. I shouldn't have ads on my QuickTime player.
107.
Is it a recording or is this live? It's very much live. Okay.
We believe you. I feel like they did that because they definitely were not live last time. There's no way that wasn't recorded. So that's the way you address it? Ugh.
There are seasons where things feel steady.
Heidi, I get you're going through a lot, right? Scentsy's not doing great. Just stop putting those lashes on.
Is it necessary that I wear these eyelashes?
And this goes across the board. I fucking hate these lashes. Whenever I see anybody with them on, it looks like you have an awning hanging over your eye. I don't understand. Is this the in thing now?
And then there are seasons where you can feel something shifting. Not loud, not dramatic, but real.
When you start to sense that the way things have been isn't going to carry you the same way forward, times when staying the same is not an option, but change is scary.
They're reading off a script, so it sounds so robotic, and it already sounds like a load of bullshit. It's like a fucking State of the Union address right now. What are we doing?
So this is one of those seasons, not just for Scentsy. This season affects the whole world. Some of you in this room have been with Scentsy a very long time. You've built teams, you've hosted parties, you've seen this business grow and change. And some of you are brand new.
Yikes. Why are you joining Scentsy now? Do your research. If you're thinking about joining Scentsy and you're watching this video, this is the first negative, quote unquote, video that you're seeing about Scentsy, I encourage you to watch more, not just from me, but from other creators, other consultants that have left, that are still currently in, but don't love what they're doing, other consultants that do love what they're doing. Get all sides of the story. If anybody in their right mind is doing the deep research about Scentsy right now, they wouldn't be joining.
To you who are new, let us tell you how excited we are to welcome you and serve you. Every new Scentsy consultant brings us hope and purpose and joy.
Of course they do, because they're giving you money. Every time a Scentsy consultant joins, they give Heidi and Orville money. So obviously they're gonna feel hope and joy. I would too.
Each of you is here because something caught your attention. Something made you curious. Something made you think, maybe this could be something for me. Whether you've been here 10 years or 10 minutes, there's one thing you have in common.
At some point, you said yes. And every yes has a why behind it. Sometimes that why is clear. Sometimes it's just a feeling, but it's there. And it matters.
Heidi, this is a fragrance company. A fragrance company. We don't need some deep why into why somebody might want to promote products or make money off of building a team.
But here's what we've learned over time. Every yes is tied to a why, and every why to a yes. And when the why shifts, the yes has to shift with it. If you lose your why, eventually you will lose your yes. And if you lose the yes, your why fades with it.
So, whether you're brand new or whether you've been here for years, this moment is asking the same question of all of us. What are we saying yes to now? Because we cannot become what we need to become by protecting what used to work.
We've been thinking about that a lot. And recently, watching Artemis go around the moon brought something back into focus.
Stop it right there.
How dare you bring the Artemis 2 crew into your multi-level marketing scheme. Scentsy is not the same as the NASA Artemis 2 mission. It is not. It is not the same as going to the moon. It is not the same. Sorry, have a seat.
Decades ago, John F. Kennedy stood up and said, "We are going to the moon." And at the time, it sounded unrealistic.
Maybe even impossible. But there was a why behind it. And as humanity, we said yes.
President Kennedy said it this way: "We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard."
He's lost his grip on reality.
Comparing Scentsy to going to the moon, to landing on the moon, to circling the moon and coming back to Earth is psychotic. You're unwell, I fear, in my opinion.
That goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills, because that challenge is one that we are willing to accept, one we are unwilling to postpone, and one which we intend to win.
That wasn't just a statement, it was a decision to move before everything was figured out. Because at the time, they didn't even have everything they needed to do it. They were saying yes to something that would require solutions that didn't exist yet, technology that hadn't been built yet, and they moved anyway.
And that yes changed everything. It organized effort. It stretched people. It expanded what was possible.
But something else happened too. Along the way, and even long after, there were people who chose a different role. They chose to question everything, to cast doubt, to create noise. And for a while, that noise gained attention. Not because it was true, but because doubt spreads easily.
Where are you proving anybody in the anti-MLM community that is shining a light on Scentsy wrong? So far, you've done nothing but prove us right, over and over and over again.
Fear spreads easily, and questioning something big can look like insight even when it isn't.
And then something like Artemis happens. We go back. We see it again clearly.
Those human beings did something amazing. The ones that went to the moon and the ones that were back on Earth helping make it happen. They did something amazing. You are a fragrance company. Fucking relax. Astronauts, engineers, pilots. Like, are you fucking kidding me? You're comparing this to Scentsy? I don't care that it's a current event. That's so degrading to the individuals that took part in getting everything to happen that got us to the moon in 2026.
It becomes obvious. The mission was real all along. And the impact of that mission inspires awe.
Now, why bring that up here? Because anytime something meaningful is built, there will always be noise around it. Some of it comes from people who don't understand it.
I was in it for 4 years. And then I realized that you're just a fragrance company. You're not changing the world. You're making things harder for a lot of people because of your business model, in fact. And your products are astronomically priced. So please tell me who the fuck you're helping, besides yourself first.
Some of it comes from people who once believed and lost that belief. And some of it comes from people who gain attention by trying to tear something down.
Telling the truth and showing examples of why it's the truth is not tearing something down. It's shining a light on something that was put in the dark for a little too long.
We're not going to spend time arguing with that.
Oh, okay, good.
But we are going to say this. You have to decide who you let frame your reality. Because if you let noise become your signal, you will lose clarity. And when you lose clarity, you lose your whys and your yeses. You lose your momentum.
So don't question anything or else you'll fail.
And momentum matters right now if you want a better future. So let's come back to what actually matters. Scentsy has always been a business built on connection. Originally, that looked like the home party. A consultant would invite people into a home.
Sounds dreadful.
They would share products, build relationships, create trust, and reward the host for bringing people together.
That model still works very well today. Many of you are successful doing exactly that. But here's what's important. Scentsy never stayed locked into one version of how that worked. When people couldn't or chose not to gather in a home, we created the basket party, a mobile version of the same idea. Connection, just delivered differently.
When fairs and events created opportunity, consultants went there, live, in person, demonstrating products and building relationships. Before social media even existed, people were building this business online in chat rooms and message boards, finding ways to connect and grow.
Chat rooms. ASL, anybody?
Then social media came, and a lot of companies saw it as a threat. We didn't. We embraced it. And when live video came, again, Scentsy leaned in. And some of the biggest growth years we've ever had came from that willingness to move with innovation in social media.
But here's the interesting part. At every step along the way, every time something new emerged, there were people who looked at it and said, this is going to make consultants irrelevant.
When basket parties came, people said it.
Yeah, it's definitely live.
When online selling came, people said it. With fairs and shows, people said it. When social media came, people said it. When live video came, people said it. And every single time, the opposite happened.
Because those tools didn't replace consultants.
Y'all are helping make consultants irrelevant because you can currently go to Scentsy and place an order without ordering under a consultant. You can also go to Scentsy.com and join Scentsy as a consultant without having a consultant above you. So how is that helping keep consultants relevant? In my eyes, it would lean the other way. So I just don't see how so many people are still eating up what they're saying when you can look and see that the opposite is true if you go based on their actions in what they're doing behind the scenes in Scentsy right now, in my opinion.
They expanded what consultants could do. They increased reach. They increased connection. They increased opportunity. The role didn't disappear, it evolved.
And we are still in the middle of the evolution. Right now, there are ways that products are discovered, ways that trust is built, ways that people connect to brands that our current systems are not fully aligned with.
There are entire ecosystems of live selling, discovery, and influence, where customers are spending their time, and in many cases, they're not even seeing Scentsy.
Not because our products don't matter, not because the opportunity isn't real, but because we haven't fully stepped into the spaces where attention and trust are being built today. And when that happens, it can feel like everything is changing.
Are they explaining away the PR packages that were sent to the TikTok influencers? That's kind of what it sounds like to me. Like they're saying, well, you weren't reaching enough people, so we had to send out packages. And now it's on you to do what we showed them to do. Copy them, please. But buy the product because we're not sending it to you for free.
But what's really happening is this. The world is moving, and if we don't move with it, we feel stuck.
So yes, things are changing. But change is not the problem. Because healthy things grow, and growing things change. And when something stops changing, it doesn't stay safe, it slowly falls behind.
So the issue isn't that Scentsy is changing. The issue would be if it wasn't. And we understand this brings up a real question. Can I trust where this is going?
And that's a very fair point. Trust isn't built by everything staying the same. Trust is built when you can see that the movement is intentional, that it's thoughtful, and that it's rooted in something deeper than simple tactics.
And that's what we're committed to. Because at its core, Scentsy has never been just about product. It's been about people building something, growing into something, creating opportunity. That hasn't changed.
It feels like you lean more toward a pyramid scheme when you make it about the community. I have to show you where I paused and how he is actively staring at me right now. This is the face that I'm looking at.
But how that happens, that has to evolve. Because Scentsy was never meant to stand still. It was meant to move. And that brings us back to this moment.
The things they should be focused on if they're having trouble is sales of your bars of wax, not recruiting more people to recruit more people so you could get 36,000 new recruits.
Something doesn't add up.
This is not just a moment for people who have been here a long time. This is a moment for anyone who is deciding that what their yes is going to be. Whether this is your first step or your next step, the opportunity is the same.
The opportunity to build something, to grow, to reach for something that stretches you. The very changes necessary to protect your opportunity to sell products and build a team can look like Scentsy is making moves to eliminate you.
Because they probably are.
Allegedly, I should say that for legal purposes.
But let us be clear. Changes we will make are intended to protect and enhance, not eliminate your Scentsy opportunity. We have no interest in a Scentsy world without you selling products and building teams, because that is how we grow this business and ourselves.
Just like there are moments in history where people decide to aim higher, where they choose something that organizes their effort, something they are willing to commit to, even before everything is fully built. We are stepping into one of those moments now.
And we challenge you to step up. Set your sights high enough to change your trajectory. A goal that can be achieved with your current thinking and current habits will fail because your current thinking and habits have created your current reality.
No, come on. Come the fuck on. It feels like this was just a bunch of please believe us, please stay, please keep recruiting, please don't listen to anything outside of the people in this community. That's what this whole thing has felt like thus far.
Choose a bigger goal.
One that will organize your effort, one that will require your growth, and one that will ask you to move.
Not because it's easy, but because it's worth it.
Because growth doesn't happen by staying where you are. It happens when you reach for something that changes you.
So whether you're saying yes for the first time or saying yes again, this is your moment.
To reconnect to your why, to step forward, and to move.
Your future with Scentsy will not be decided by how the world changes. It will be decided by whether or not you change. We don't change because we are losing. We change because we are unwilling to lose.
But what sets that into motion? You start to lose, right? You change because you start to lose. Something starts to lack. So what was lacking?
So we're not just asking you to come with us.
They're begging.
We're asking you to reach higher with us, to build something growing and modern and permanent.
I fear it's too late for that, Orville. You wiped away the permanence of Scentsy when you launched it as a multi-level marketing company. I feel like that's the best way to just tarnish a business's name, especially now. If you had gotten out a couple of years ago, there may have been some hope left, but now I'm not too sure, buddy.
Later, we will introduce to you an exciting new incentive that will change your stars. Will it be easy? No. It will require new thinking and new habits.
They really think that they're as amazing as NASA. They think they're as amazing as space exploration. You sell candles.
Relax.
But that is what we believe you need from us right now. Until then, enjoy this session of World Tour. Thank you again for your time, energy, love, and support.
We love you, and we're excited for many more years helping you grow.
Ugh. Get out while you can. So anyway, from there, Dan came out and talked some more. The chief marketing officer, I believe is the title, who is, aside from Heidi, the only woman in the C-suite that is left now after all of the recent layoffs. She came out and spoke, and then they talked about products. One thing I did want to really point out is that one of the people that came out to present the new products and talk about the new products is one of their daughters. So there was that. They then had some consultants come on and do some pre-recorded trainings. Again, this is all public. You can go and search it and watch the video at your leisure. But we're going to go ahead and skip ahead to this incentive bit.
We are coming to the end of today's event. Can you believe it? It's gone so fast. But not until we reveal our final surprise for the day, our new incentive. And I can't wait for it to be shared with you. Please welcome back to the Scentsy stage, Heidi and Orville.
Woohoo! Great job, Dan and Carrie.
We're back.
Gosh, I hope you all are excited. You've seen a lot of fun things today, so.
Is that what we look like? Because it just shows paper.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit that down. Okay, there we are.
There, hi.
Okay,
I
so
have my paper.
all right. So
and my
today,
glasses.
today is all about what it looks like to invite others in, to build something bigger than yourself, and we meant every word of it. But we also know that words are better with action behind them. So today, we're backing it up.
This month, we are launching a brand new 3-month incentive. It actually started yesterday. And it is built specifically to reward the consultants who are doing the most important work that we can do right now, building the Scentsy community.
But your sales are down, Heidi. Why is the most important thing to build the community, to recruit more consultants? Shouldn't you focus on getting the current consultants to sell more first? Why are they now just straight to build the community? This incentive has nothing to do with sales also.
So we hear this all the time. New people join for the products and they stay for the community. They make lifelong friends, develop skills that help them in all aspects of their life.
How can you say new people join for the products and stay for the community when you're actively telling people to target people who are looking for community? At that point, they joined for the community and now they're roped into promoting products and a join opportunity themselves. These multi-level marketing companies are always contradicting themselves.
And build businesses that help them achieve their goals. Who wouldn't want that?
This incentive isn't just for the top performers or the biggest teams. It's designed so that any consultant who is ready to learn, ready to lean in, has a real shot at earning it. It's called the 90-day 10-4 challenge.
Now, there are 2 things you need to do to earn this incentive between May 1st and July 31st. So number 1, add 10 more new personally sponsored consultants who have a customer order during the qualifying period. That's anytime between May 1st and July 31st.
Wait, what?
A whole 10 consultants. I was with Scentsy for 4 years and I had 2 people join my team. 2. And I was active. I was hustling, trying to get everybody to join my team. If they showed any interest in Scentsy, I was trying to get them to join my team. And I've gotten 2 in 4 years. They want people to get 10 new consultants with a customer order in 90 days. Okay. And I was in when Scentsy was still good. Like Scentsy was still very highly sought after.
Okay, we told you it was going to be hard.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And we told you that you're going to have to develop new skills and new habits in order to achieve this.
Yeah. Yep.
Number 2, from those new personally sponsored consultants, you need a combined total of 4 title promotions.
Okay, for example, one person could join your team in May and promote all the way to superstar consultant by July 31st.
Not only do these individuals have to get 10 new consultants, but they have to also make sure that 4 of them get a title promotion. So to get a title promotion, they have to sell $1,000 in products or $1,000 in PRV and or recruit and sell $500 worth of products. The thought that you're going to get this many people to join Scentsy right now when we all have way bigger fish to fry is again psychotic, in my opinion. But go ahead. I can't wait to see how many people earn this incentive at the end of July.
That counts as all 4. Or 4 different people could each hit certified, or any combination as long as there are 4 promotions by July 31st. It's up to you and your team.
Okay. And the timing is flexible too. Your new consultants don't have to join in any particular order or any specific month. As long as it all happens between yesterday and July 31st, you're in.
10 people. This is so out of reach for so many people. For most people, in fact, according to statistics on the FTC website.
So to recap, 10 new personally sponsored consultants
who have a customer order.
Yes. 4 title promotions from those new consultants, May 1st through July 31st. That's it.
That's it. Yeah. Easy for her to say. She's sitting pretty at the top of the company, like the tippy top, like collecting the money from everybody that joins, regardless of if they make sales or not.
That makes it sound like it's...
Don't even need a tracker. I mean, it's so simple you don't need a tracker, but it is a very heavy lift. So we want to have some really cool prizes for those.
We went around and around and around on this.
Oh, wait till you hear the prizes. It's fabulous. I don't know how anybody could turn them down.
Because we know this is hard. We're asking a lot. So we hope that you think that these exclusive prizes are worth it. So.
Okay, so here are the prizes.
Okay. I have to put my glasses on.
So here's what you'll learn. First, an exclusive Scentsy branded item.
Watch out now. An exclusive Scentsy branded item, which for the Kool-Aid drinkers may sound cool, but what that really is for them is free marketing. They're just sending you a marketing piece for you to use outside of your house to promote Scentsy. They want Scentsy's name out there. You are a billboard, and that's your reward. And we don't even know what the item is. It's just Scentsy branded. It could be an umbrella, a water bottle, a coffee mug, a t-shirt, a sweatshirt, a pair of sweatpants. It could be anything with the word Scentsy on it or the Scentsy logo. How lucky are you?
And you've seen the Scentsy luggage in the past, or at SSD Summit, we just gave away Scentsy branded comfort sweatshirts. So it's something like that, something that you will love and want.
And use.
Yeah.
Okay, number 2, $1,000 US equivalent credit to be used for product or tools like catalogs, testers, or the PWS.
I can't. Like, what? Not even $1,000 cash, you guys. $1,000 so you can get more products. Who's the customer? Who's the number one customer? Let's all say it together. The consultants.
Or trip buy-ins.
Ooh, that's exciting. And an additional $100 US equivalent in cash for every promotion after you hit 4.
You have to get the 4 promotions within those 10 people. And then you get money. And it's $100. But you get $1,000 to spend on their product. To live life, you get 100 if you make it to that point. This is wild.
Now, if you complete this challenge, you will start the fall incentive that launches in August that we'll announce at SFR halfway there.
Oh, they get a head start in their next incentive trip. Is it even a trip? We don't know. They've downsized a ton of shit. So I wonder if there's no trip.
So you'll get half the points necessary to travel with us in 2027.
Ooh, and do we know where we're going?
Oh, it is a trip. Okay. They don't know where they're going, though.
No. It's almost a shoo-in to earn the next incentive if you complete this challenge.
Let's take guesses. Where do you think they're going on their next incentive? Is it going to be Mexico? I feel like they're going to stay in the United States. I feel like they're not going to leave the United States. Their world tour is in Boise, Idaho, which, yes, I've learned there's some cool things there, but it's not on the top of my list. I'm sorry. Anyway.
So earners will be invited to an exclusive group with us, Dan, and other earners. And this will be a high-level mastermind group covering topics that matter to you.
A whole mastermind group with our favorite 3 people, Heidi, Orville, and Dan. James Charles Sr.
So, once we know the group and what's important to the group, we can cover things from content creation to financial planning to SEO optimization. I mean, it will be a mastermind group where we'll come together and really develop the skills that you want. And then finally, each earner will be invited to design an exclusive fragrance or warmer.
Woohoo! So fun!
So they don't even expect very many people, if any, to earn this incentive. Because if they were expecting a good amount of people to earn this incentive, there's no way they would have the capacity to entertain designing that many exclusive fragrances or warmers. They're betting on their consultants. In my eyes, looking at that, they're betting on them failing. Because even 50 is a lot. Even 50, even to have, say every consultant wanted to design a warmer, to have 50 custom exclusive warmers. Are they really going to do that? I don't know. I'm curious to see how it all goes. Nobody knows. We'll find out. Maybe they'll get hundreds of people who earn this incentive, but nobody knows until it's over.
If your design is good enough, which I hope it will be because you'll be working with somebody to design it, it may be included in the perennial catalog or a monthly edit.
Oh, wow. What an honor to be included in what you call your business. Maybe be included. Sorry. The flags are a waving.
With your name associated with that product.
In your business. Do we see how weird this is starting to look?
Okay.
So we want to take just a second to say why this incentive exists, because it's not just a program, it's a statement. Our goal, the goal that we've been talking about all year, is to welcome 36,000 new consultants into Scentsy by the end of 2026.
I want to know how many new consultants they have just as of right now in May. If they only have 8,600 on the call currently that are interested in hearing what these individuals have to say, that is not looking good.
That doesn't happen by accident. It happens because people like you make the call, send the message, and invite someone in.
This incentive is Scentsy saying, we see that work and want to reward it. And we want to make it worth your while to go big between now and July 31st. There are people in your life right now who would love what Scentsy offers, who need what Scentsy offers. They just haven't been invited yet.
I assure you, they've probably been invited.
So this is your moment to change that. So here's what we need you to do starting today. Make your list.
Or maybe they've successfully avoided being invited for this long and just let them continue on with that streak, okay?
Who in your life is looking for flexibility, for extra money, for a community that shows up for them?
Write down 5 names right now before this broadcast ends. Then on Monday, May 4th, go to your workstation. We will have the full incentive details on FAQs and everything you need to hit the ground running. Stop.
Collaborate and listen. I'm bored. Are we done yet?
I already have a thought in my head too, like, well, how does this play with Annual Mentor?
Well,
That will be in the FAQ, but...
this will be in addition to Annual Mentor. So, I mean, you get this
But did
Annual
the 10
Mentor
count towards your 14?
Absolutely.
And you get 2,000 for annual, or 1,000 for Annual Mentor and 1,000 for this?
Yes,
Okay.
the award stack.
Okay.
But I said write 5 names down.
Yeah.
I meant write 25 names
Oh,
down.
good.
Because you need 25 names in your head to find your 10.
And harder homework. It's a little bit harder. So you have 3 months, May, June, and July. And that is enough time to change your business and to change 10 lives in the process, to help them see what you see in Scentsy. We won't pretend this will be easy. We've already said it's hard. But here's what we know about hard things. They reveal something in you that comfortable goals never could.
When you stretch towards something that feels just out of reach, you find out what you're actually capable of. And it's usually more than you thought. This incentive is our invitation to release whatever has been holding you back and go after something incredible.
We believe you are capable of more than you've let yourself imagine. And we intend to be right there with you when you prove it. Let's go build the Scentsy community. Okay, we love you.
Love you.
Up
Bye-bye.
next is Dan.
Love you. Love you. And my view on, we're done here. We're not watching anymore. But my view on the whole love you thing has changed because I used to think like a parasocial way of saying love you didn't really exist. I've even said it like in past videos way a long time ago. But in a parasocial way, I do really love my viewers. Like, I love seeing comments from the same people over and over again. Even if I don't respond, like I can promise you I'm reading them and giggling to myself. And I do, like, I love what we got going on here. I love you guys. But with that said, I still feel very strongly about love you being used in a work type of meeting. A business interaction is bizarre. It doesn't belong there. It's a little weird. I don't even think there's a parasocial way of doing that. Like, I love you. I can't imagine any company I've ever been a part of going to a meeting and the person leading the meeting ending it with I love you. It's odd, and it feels like that type of emotion shouldn't be tied to a fragrance business. It feels out of place. Anyway, that's enough about them. Scentsy's a mess. I am anxious to see how many people earn this incentive. If we'll ever hear about this incentive ever again. Who the fuck knows? Yep, but Scentsy is still not looking like they're thriving right now. We'll just say that much. Please, if you're thinking about joining Scentsy, please don't. It is not a good idea. I've done it for you so you don't have to. Anyway, as always, thanks for hanging out with me while I talk a bunch of shit, and I will see you in the next one.